This is Stephanie coming from London Hair, and today the model I'm going to use is my wonderful sister Ginger. We're going to give her a really intense red color with a great little bob. We've been looking at lots of pictures, and when you look at fashion and you look at celebrities and you get all these inspirations for ideas, bobs are always a classic shape. So we're going to go with something that's going to really give Ginger a nice clean line on the bottom with some really fringy, shaggy edges, but still a nice clean little shape where it'll have this bob that'll hug her neck and that'll fall through these sides where it'll give her a little more of a dramatic shape.
Let's see.
So what I'm going to do first is we're going to put her color on. And the color I'm going to use is a very intense red scarlet, and it's very coppery red with lots of red and orange undertones in it. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to apply this just on these roots. She's got some gray in here that we want to cover, and that will work well because those pieces will come out a little brighter and a little more intense where she's whiter at. This color is our organic hair color, all nutrient, and it gives the hair super shine. It's very good for the hair. Your hair actually feels better after having it color treated with this than before because it's so moisturizing, it's gentle on the hair, and you really get a true color on that color swatch. So the color I'm using is going to be just a really intense red scarlet, level 8. So once we get this on all over the new growth, I'll go back and apply it to all the ends and let it process together. And you'll come back and see it finished, and we'll give her a haircut. You'll get to see the cut. Hey, I'm back, and you can see Ginger has now got the red scarlet, and it is very vibrant, and it's going to be great when you see it dry. But what I'm going to do first is we're going to give her a haircut. And the cut that we want to do, we want her hanging length to be in this front. It's really important. So we know we want this hair to fall under the chin. So that tells us when I pull everything back, when I bring everything back to cut, that this is going to retain all the length in the front. So I know I want to keep all of that length. So this gives me an idea of how much I'm going to cut off this ponytail. So first thing we do is we take and we comb everything back. Nice and straight, Ginger. Good, my head's nice and level. We're going to comb everything back into a ponytail. I'm going to converge this hair into a nice ponytail, and I'm going to cut it in one cut, and this one cut's going to give this hair some graduation, and it's going to retain all the length in the front. The shape will be hitting the neckline here and falling forward from shorter to longer. And I like to do it this way because I feel like I get it really get it even, and it's so much more precise for me because it's cut all at once. And you'll see when I let go what it does. You know, to hold the ponytail low and cut, it's going to have a heavier weight line. Holding it up higher, you're going to have more graduation and a subtle weight line. We want to keep this length in the front, so we know we want it somewhere in here. So when that hair falls, it'll be brushing the neck right there and falling long. Okay, got everything combed back. That's really important where you cut it at, because wherever you cut it at is going to determine the length in the front and the graduation on the neck. Holding it away from the scalp, not down to the skin there. We know we want that front. So we take our scissor. You want to come a little closer, Cindy? I don't know how far away that is. But you can see right here in my hand, I'm going to go straight across and take off. That's at least 6 inches. But see what happens, is when that hair falls, now you've got that solid line. Now we know where that's going to fall. Now, we've got this little excess on the neckline. That's where that hair was graduated. We'll come back to that. But looking at this hanging length is really nice and even all the way around. I'll take that off that neckline and give her a little more solid shape on the neck. But we're going to go to the front right now and determine where she's going to fall naturally. I'm going to give her some bang. Because, you know what? Bangs are like instant Botox. 10 years younger. 10 years younger with bangs. Ginger, it looks as if your hair likes this side. This is more of a natural fall. We're going to kind of go with that, but we can check it once it's dry and see if we need to move anything around. We love all this. This is really what we wanted in the front here, so we're not going to touch that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bangs, and I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to do a little tweaking after we dry it and see what this hair needs, because that way it's kind of an insurance. You're leaving some length on here and having some to cut if necessary. So we're going to determine where her hair leaves the head here. And this is going to be the bang. And we want them ragged and we want some length on them. And that's really important that you measure the forehead, because you don't want that to, you want to bring attention to the eyes, and you don't want that to fall too long or too short. Now see, lifting them up leaves them very ragged, nice and ragged on the ends. That will leave us a little tweaking when we come back to dry. Now what I'm going to do a little bit here is going to clean up this neckline real quick. Cindy, I want you to see right here where I take this off, because see, you can see this neckline where I took that off. We're going to go right in here. I'm going to pick this up. We're going to point cut this right off. This was this little excess hair here. I'm going to pull that towards that middle and take this off, because we want to keep all this. Taking that off cleans up this neckline. This is going to be such a great, where it hits the neckline like this is just so pretty. Ginger's very thin. She's got a great profile, and it's just such a flattering length to hit right here. And still have the length. Everything's pulled back and taken off, and still have length where it's still kind of it's a long, short haircut. This medium length is always flattering. Now you can see, look already what shape this is going to have when we dry it. When I come back, you'll see it dried, and then I'll do a little tweaking. We've just got the basic pattern in now. Once you dry it and see it finished, then I really know where to take and piece these edges and make it a little piecier, make it a little more dramatic. We'll be right back. We're back, and you can see I've got Ginger blown dry, flat ironed, and now we really see the finished shape. Now, the beauty of this cut is it was literally done in 2 cuts. If you remember in the video, before, I pulled everything back and cut it in one section here. Then I went to the front, section off the bangs, pulled everything up, one cut there. That is all I've done. I blew it dry, I flat ironed it, and when you flat iron this cut, and it was cute just dried, but once you flat iron it, you can see any little flaw in the hair, and then you really know where you want to take a little weight out or leave a little bit of weight. We wanted to retain every bit of this front, and we wanted that ends to look very jagged and piecey. So we love it in this front. When you turn it to the side, I literally just dried this and flat ironed it, and you can see what it created was a lot of graduation low when I held that ponytail. Now, if I did anything else to Ginger's hair, the only thing I'm going to do is a little tweaking right here in this crown, and you can see holding this up right here in this top, converging this into a nice high ponytail. I'm going to point cut these ends just so when this hair falls, she'll have just a little more movement in the crown. But the real thing for this is that there's not an obvious blunt line right where I had made that first cut. And it just softens the edge there. That's all I really wanted to do. You can see now, just drying this hair, what nice, vivid, rich red this is. And it's this orange red that's very vibrant and just really intense. I literally did nothing to the bangs. I left them very ragged and piecey, which is, to me, is just very sexy and very modern. And Ginger's got a great new look. And if you'd like to really know any more about this color, I'll let you know a little bit more about the color that we used on her. But you know what? We had fun doing this, and Ginger looks fabulous. Thanks for watching.